Good morning. It's 5:30 in the morning and woke up about an hour back and looking to start today by about 6 o'clock. Get on the road, clean the car a bit and then get started. So while I came to Shimoga last night, the place that we're staying in is a very functional place. Given a choice, would I come here again? The answer is no. Simply because it's in a very small by-lane, car parking is in a public space, so that's slightly increases the danger of anybody ransacking your car, and there's no hotel vibe or feel to it. Though the rooms are clean, the place is decent enough. It's a budget stay which has an air-conditioned room with a TV and hot water, so I think it just meets the requirement that we just come hit the sack for the night. So that way it worked, but the location could have been better. If the location was on a main road and it had proper parking, I would have probably definitely come here again. The good part is I've saved 1.5 to 2 hours by coming here in the night. You may be wondering, what does it need to actually move from Chitradurga to Shimoga just for the night when I'd already booked a hotel there. But the good part is you'd save 2 hours in driving, and you'd have that much more time during the day to actually go see sights around. And I thought there's nothing much to do in Chitradurga after 7 p.m. So instead of staying in the hotel, it's always better to very quickly do a semi-night drive for a couple of hours and then come here. So the plan today roughly is we will be driving via Sagara to go get to Kumta, and we will be stopping Enroute at Honnavara. And of course, as we cross Sagara, we will be seeing the majestic Jog Falls, and I'm very excited because I haven't seen such a big waterfall in a while. So I'm excited in discovering this side of Karnataka, which I haven't so far been to. And of course, the excitement is in doing the drive, seeing places on the go, and then finding little gems on the way. That's all that we're looking forward to. Okay. Before we get into the video, it's a good time to subscribe to my YouTube channel in case you haven't. I am Kachu. My explorations around me are covered here as Kachu Travels. Essentially, it's me and my son exploring the world around us by observing people, places, and customs. Join us on our journey as we crisscross places and experiences in India. So we're all ready and we're now going to start. So let's get to our first point. 51 minutes is what it says. Let's get started. How do you like the tea, Nandu?
I've got 6
So starting off with some morning tea by a very scenic state highway where on both sides there are forests. So we found this little shop.
It's freezing.
It's not freezing, he's just finding it cold. The auntie made us some tea. Thank you.
Coconut.
One of the most beautiful stretches on this drive from Bangalore to Kumta or Bangalore to Honnavara is the Talguppa paddy fields. You have this whole sea of green on either sides. Of course, interjected with a lot of wires because civilization has now overtaken us. But to drive through that sea of green in the monsoons is a brilliant feeling. The drone kind of, obviously exaggerates that feeling because it's so beautiful to see your car driving in between that whole patch of green. We passed through the railway crossing for the Talguppa railway station. The Talguppa railway station is actually there from 1940. As much as it's been around for a very long time, the conversion from meter gauge to broad gauge happened recently. So right now very few trains actually ply to Talguppa. Our next stop, of course, was Jog Falls, which is 14 kilometers from Talguppa. We entered through the bridge, and just below the bridge is the Sharavati river that flows and then falls down as a plunge fall. And that is what is now very commonly seen as the Jog Falls. When we entered Jog Falls, it was just starting to rain and it was just great weather because you had clouds all around. So you have to enter through this bridge and then get on the other hill from where you have the actual entrance. We're at the entrance to the Jog Falls. It's crowded right now. I can see 3 vehicles lined up in front of me. I don't know if it's for the tickets or if they're checking for RT-PCR. Let's just hope it's not RT-PCR because one doesn't want to go through all that rigmarole to get inside and see the waterfall view. But yeah, it's static traffic for the last 5 minutes. Just entered Jog Falls. They just wanted a vaccination certificate, and it's very tough because you don't have signals here to go retrieve your vaccination certificate from the COVID portal. So if you have an SMS, it's handy. You can still show that. That's how we were able to get in. But that's something you should keep in mind, that wherever you're traveling, especially in these COVID times in India, it's useful to have your vaccination certificate as a JPEG handy. Now, time to explore Jog Falls. As you can see, there's a lot of mist that's building around, and I'm very excited to go and explore this.
Oh, this is the thing you were I want to go.
Nandu and I are trying to go down to the bottom of the waterfall. I don't know if you can hear me very clearly, but let's go. Pretty. Jog Falls is such a beautiful place to be spending time. Part of the Jog Falls is the Sharavati National Valley Reserve. You could go there and also stay there, but the way to do that is to go through the KSTDC portal and also book one of the hotels that are overlooking or right above the waterfall. The whole area is brilliant to come in the monsoons on a weekday and just enjoy the clouds It was time to bid goodbye to the beautiful jog falls. At the bridge, we had to take a left and drive for about 60 kilometers to hit the coastline at Honnavara. Our objective was to also find a good lunch home on the way to Honnavara where we could settle and have a good meal. But it was so much of rain that we just couldn't get off the car, and most of the lunch homes were closed. So we just proceeded to drive on and on until we found a lunch home. So we've just hit the plains now. We've bypassed Honnavara and we are on our way to Kumta, NH66. Another half an hour and we'll probably find the hotel that we were intended to come for the trip. We've otherwise been in a couple of makeshift hotels which weren't really intended. But yeah, finally the location that we were intended to is on its way. And it's so nice that a place like, if somebody lived here, they have the option of going 60 kilometers and finding a hill station in Jog Falls with all the mountains, mist and rain. And then you come here, you have all the sunshine, the coast with respect to Honnavara, Kumta, Gokarna. So people who are living here are quite blessed, aren't they?
Hi.
One of the things with driving in the Konkan region is that most of these towns still have that rural charm with them. Trees all around, greenery all around, and of course, you have that small town vibe, which is why you feel very connected to some of these places as opposed to a crowded place. We were on our way to Kumta, and Kumta is the name comes from the Kumteshwara temple, which is in the vicinity. And Kumta is lodged between Gokarna and Murdeshwara. We were on to stay at the 5 Mile Beach Resort, and it was a beautiful drive from Honnavara to Kumta, which I'll show you in the later part of our videos. For now, we've just ended what was otherwise a big road trip where we had seen waterfalls, we'd seen some rain, and now it was time for some sun.